Hi everyone, welcome to our new episode. This time we're gonna be going through another Phoenix Dancong. So on the previous episode 8, we introduced you to the first Phoenix Dancong from Guangdong province. This time we're gonna investigate a little bit further on the most popular Phoenix Dancong. The cultivar is called duck shit Dancong. So why is it called duck shit or yashi? Yashi shang, the fragrance of duck shit. This is very interesting marketing values from that because the soil in these regions is particularly yellow, and they called it duck shit soil because it's similar to the color of you know what. So anything that kind of this cultivar that grows from this soil, which is a short leg oolong cultivar, and it creates a fragrance almost like honeysuckles. So the proper name of this Phoenix Dancong is actually honeysuckle fragrance. But then because of the marketing values, when they use the word duck shit, it becomes very popular of it because it's catchy, right? So you can see the leaf are very long and narrow. This is basically what we call a long, not ball-rolled oolong tea. So in the previous, we introduced you how to be delicate on brewing a dancong. That was a Cape Jasmine dancong. This time we're gonna try to brew this tea in a very cold weather because November is here, and you can see the weather changes very much on this. This is a 2025 spring harvest. This harvest is around May, April to May. And you can see what I'm trying to do is just trying to wick the cold tea. The weather do a lot of different effects to your brew, especially brewing something that delicate. So what I want to introduce you to do it is, if you're brewing it in a place that is very cold, always have a little bowl underneath it. Why? Because then you can have boiling water underneath it as a warmer. So this also actually keep your tea in a steady temperature, but also helped it to kind of blossoms in a more heated environments. First thing to do is to rinse the tea, smell the lid. If you are not familiar with duck shit, then you can take a little investigate into honeysuckle. There is Huangjing and Jingjing and Yinjing, meaning silver and gold honeysuckles in the Chinese medicinal category. This will fall in the category of the silver honeysuckles in a sense. So you can actually investigate a little bit on what is that fragrance really about. It's supposed to be a much more sweeter, richer, aromatic compared to our previous Cape Jasmine Phoenix Dancong. So I'm brewing it a little bit longer, you can see, just to adjust for the temperature of the weather. And in this room right now is pretty actually chilly. So I opened the backyard door in Chinatown Soup, and I just want to let the air out. So you can see our first brew color. And on the side to side, this was the same tea that I brew up yesterday. And this is how it looks yesterday after 5th brewing of the tea. I just want to do a color comparisons here. You can see a much lighter hue, definitely, but also you can see the oil, what we call all the essence of the tea, are still pretty prominent on the fresh brew, and you can see the shin on top of this tea. So let's try it. It's supposed to be clean. Any tea that resembles spring water from the mountain is a very good start. So If you still have some of the Cape Jasmine Dancong, which you should have 25 grams of it, do the side-by-side comparisons of it, and you can see what the delicate difference between the two fragrances are, and you can do a better comparisons to it. So 7 grams of tea in a 150 milliliters cup with a little bit of a double boil underneath it, that's warmer to it. So we'll see how that effect's going on it. So you can see what I'm trying to do is not to roll it too much, and you can use your lid of the gaiwan to kind of spread the leaf gently, so the heat will actually distribute it evenly more onto the tea leaves. Hope you enjoy this and have fun with this Dancong. I would also suggest push it to the limit and see how this will affect the bitterness, and use your bitterness to judge what level of strength you want to try to have it. So hope you enjoy this, and next time we'll have a little surprise from Wee Mountain. Hope you enjoy this. Thank you for watching.